Alright everyone, in this video, ang pag-uusapan po natin ay ang mga settings na gamit ni Boss Spyfrat sa mga charts niya. We will go into great detail sa exact configuration na gamit po ni Boss Spyfrat para po magaya nyo yung mga indicators at settings na gamit niya sa mga charts niya. We will also be discussing core tenets na kumbaga mga principles na sinusunod ni Boss Spyfrat when looking at charts based on the indicators and settings that we will be discussing today. Okay? So magsisimula po tayo sa mga core tenets. The first, if prices are above the Bollinger Band and above RSI 50, then the stock is considered to be in an uptrend. The opposite is also true. If prices are below the Bollinger Band and below RSI 50, then the stock is considered to be in a downtrend. Okay? RSI 50 and the range close to it, meaning yung area na malapit sa kanya, can be considered as a support or resistance level when coming from a high or low RSI. But be wary of a potential trend reversal. Now, kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong mga pinag-usapan dito tulad ng Bollinger Band, RSI, na hindi pa natin gano'n na-discuss in previous videos. Huwag po kayong mag-alala, some of these will make sense as you continue to watch this video, and all of it will make sense in future videos as we continue to discuss the system one lesson at a time. Okay? Next, spikes or run-ups typically occur when parabolic or RSI walls are broken. Divergences that occur below RSI 30 typically suggest that the bottom is at hand. Now, same sa sinabi ko kanina, ang mga parabolic, RSI walls, divergences, pag-uusapan po natin to in other videos, no? We're trying to make sure na very solid yung foundation na binibuild namin sa bawat video. So we want each lesson to be very detailed para kapag pinapanood nyo, talagang tatatak at tatatak sa inyo yung mga gustong ituro ni Boss Spyfrat. As a general rule, you can usually ignore divergences when RSI is above 70. Okay? Next. So ano nga ba yung settings na gamit po ni Boss Spyfrat? Siyempre, una is yung RSI. The period is to be set to 30. Okay? And then the limits, meaning yung mga linya na nakikita nyo sa RSI nyo, are to be set to 30, 50, and 70. Now, after this slide, I will be showing you a video on how I did this sa chart para pwede nyo na lang siyang gayahin verbatim. So as long as you're using Instagrams or TradingView na charts, pwede nyo gayahin na lang outright. Okay? If you're using mga AMI broker and other charting software, then baka kailangan nyo mag-adjust ng konti, but the basic concept remains the same. Next are the Bollinger Bands, or what we will be calling SPY bands from now on. Para lang mas maikli. No? And mas catchy, SPY bands. Okay, the period is to be set to 50. Okay? And then the width is to be set to 0.2. Now, let's head on to a chart and let me show you how to put on all of these settings. So, in the previous slide, pinakita ko po yung mga settings na ginagamit ni Boss Spyfrat sa mga charts niya. Okay, I showed you the numbers that you needed to use and everything. Now, what we're going to do is ipapakita ko po paano nyo po ito ilalagay sa mga charts nyo. Okay, now I realize some of you may already know how to do that, but as I said, ang purpose po ng mga videos na to is as an accompaniment para sa book. Also, we wanted to take into account na baka may mga ibang bago pa lang talaga na magsisimula pa lang sa trading na baka hindi pa nila naintindihan or nalalaman paano kalikutin yung mga charts nila. So we wanted to show paano to lahat gawin. Okay? So we'll start off with the RSI. Now, the way I do it is I go to yung indicators, type down RSI, then click on it twice. 1 and 2. Bakit 2 times? Kasi kung papansin niyo, when you go to yung tab here, right? Then you go to yung settings section, dalawa lang yung pwede nyong ilagay na lines, 30 and 70. Now, throughout the videos and eventually sa book, you will see us refer to RSI 50 and so on. So, para malagyan ko siya ng 3 guhit sa loob nitong chart na to, kailangan lang ng konting hack, kumbaga. So, what you do is you go to the lower one, go to yung 3 dots, sa more, click it, then go to move to existing pane above. What that does is i-combine nila yung dalawang RSI. Next, you go there again, sa more, then pin scale to A. Para lahat, mawawala yun nandito sa right side, malilipat siya dito sa left side. Okay, so yan po yung tinitignan natin ng mga values, tas combine na. As you can see, the two RSIs are exactly alike. Diba? If you highlight it, may purple sa ilalim. If you leave it, may blue. So that's what you want to see. Kung di nagtutugma yung dalawang RSI, may problema tayo, no? The next thing you do is you go to settings. It doesn't matter which one you do first. Okay? So, for one of them, you remove the plot, you remove the H-lines background, and then you leave in yung upper and lower limit. Okay? Sa inputs, papalitan natin to RSI 30. So, yung length from 14, gagawin nating 30. Right? Then, for the other one, ang gagawin nyo, yung input, 30 din. Then, sa style, aalisin natin yung upper limit or pwedeng lower limit, whichever you want. Then type in 50 instead of 30. Isa lang ititira natin, no? Then also remove the background. Now, of course, if you want to retain the background, that's up to you. Ako, I just like it na mas malinis tignan. Okay? Now, the other thing you can also do is medyo palitan nyo lang yung guhit at yung kulay nung gitnang line para mas madali siyang ma-differentiate. So, if I zoom in here, see, yung sa taas, sa baba, ganitong klase, sa gitna, ganitong klase. So, ito yung RSI 50. It's just easier for me to identify. Okay? So, yan yung settings sa RSI. Now, you can move this up and down. Your choice kung how big or small you want it to be. Personally, I want it a little small. I don't want it interfering too much sa pagbabasa ko ng charts. Okay? Now, sa volume, baka napansin nyo, bakit yung sa akin may parang ganito, may wave. Ako kasi tinatanggal ko yung volume MA. I don't really look at it. But if you want to leave it, sure. I mean, it's totally up to you, but I just remove it. Next, you want to put in yung Bollinger Bands. So, again, go to Indicators, Bollinger Bands. Yung pinakauna po, hindi yung may percentage B. Okay? Pinakauna. Close this. Then, pupunta po tayo dito sa Bollinger Bands. Okay? Inputs. Length. Gagawin po natin 50. Tapos yung sa multiple or MULT, gagawin po natin 0.2. Alright? So, magiging ganito po yung itsura nung Bollinger Bands nyo or Spy Bands. Okay? Now, if you want to change the colors, totally up to you. Ang ginagamit po ni Spyfrat na color is red yung gitna. So, let's make that red or pink in my case. Okay, red. Tapos, medyo whitish yung background ng ano. Okay? So, parang ganito. Now, ito po yung settings na ginagamit natin para sa strategy po ni Spyfrat. Wala na po tayong ibang indicators na linalagay sa chart. If you want to add more indicators, that's on you, no? But for the core strategy, ito lang po yung mga ginagamit natin. So I hope na yung pagpakita natin on an actual chart kung paano ilagay yung mga indicators, paano gawin yung mga settings ay nakatulong po sa inyo, no? Now, before we end this video, I wanted to discuss one additional tenet. Okay? Now, on top of the aforementioned tenets we discussed kanina, there's one more core tenet to the Spyfrat trading system that is so relevant that it warrants its own personal section. That tenet is patience, or rather the psychology or the definition of patience. Ano po ibig ko sabihin? Now, consider the following scenarios. Which one would you say is better? Okay? First, you were caught in a bear trap where you purchased the stock at a premium price and price has yet to recover. Okay? Now, iba-iba ang definition ng bear trap. Pwedeng fake breakout, diba? Fake out, or pwede rin na nabili mo sa tuktok tapos lumagapak na tayo, and so on. Okay? Next, you were caught in a bear trap where you purchased the stock at a premium price, same as above, and as price goes down, you continue to add to your position, effectively averaging down, because you consider the price of the stock to be cheap. Now, I realize that they sound very similar, pero if you really think about it, psychologically speaking, iba sila. Yung una, wala kang ginagawa kung hindi umasa at maghintay. Yung pangalawa, ganun din. Umaasa ka, naghihintay, pero namumuhunan ka. Namumuhunan ka, bumibili ka, kasi feeling mo, kung ano pa man din ang ginagamit mo, whether you use technical analysis, fundamentals, or what have you, na cheap yung price ng stock. And then finally, you wait until the conditions you set forth are triggered, meaning the price piercing a certain MA or maybe an indicator behaves a specific way or whatever. Okay? Before you buy and enter into a position. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, ang dali naman yan. Siyempre, gagawin ko yung whichever. Siyempre, di ko sabihin, no? Kasi kaya pinapaisip ko nga kayo eh. Kanya-kanya tayo, may kanya-kanya tayong sagot. Sa malamang iniisip nyo, siyempre, ang dali niyan. Ito yung gagawin ko. Pero, really look back. Assess. Lagi mo bang nagagawa yung sinasabi mong gusto mong gawin? Or nagagawa mo rin yung dalawa na sinabi mong ayaw mo dapat? Now, all three scenarios involve some kind of quote-unquote waiting. Some kind of patience. But the psychology or the definition is extremely different. How your patience is tested, how your patience is executed, iba sa bawat scenario. Now, kayo lang po ang makapagsasabi kung ano nga ba yung mga sagot nyo. But we would love to hear from you. So please, which scenario would you prefer? Post them in the comment section below para mabasa po namin ni Boss Spy at makapag-comment din po kami. Okay? So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin. I hope na nakatulong po to sa inyo. I hope na nagustuhan nyo. And as always, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!